Today, on September 19th, Archangel Michael says, "Stop, you will lose God if you don't listen to him right now. You have 10 seconds, open this video immediately." Archangel Michael says, "The clock is breathing against your ear, and every breath is a second." 10, then 9, the room tightens like a fist around a secret you already feel. Tonight your heart is the screen, and this message is the light that refuses to go out. You have walked too long with noise pretending to be guidance. You have given fear the front seat and asked courage to ride in the trunk. But in this hour, heaven is here with sleeves rolled up, ready to rebuild what doubt tried to burn down. The warning is not punishment. It is rescuing urgency. When love runs toward a fire, it does not tiptoe or whisper. It shouts your name the way thunder wakes mountains. 8 seconds, and your spirit remembers a promise you made when no one was watching. You swore you wouldn't become the person who abandons their own soul. You said you'd answer when the trumpet called, even if your legs were shaking. The voice you hear is not a memory, it is mission. It has the weight of destiny, the patience of oceans, and the speed of lightning. It does not need your perfection, only your yes. 7 seconds, and the air smells like turning pages. This is the chapter where the plot finally admits what you suspected. You were never meant to survive small. You were designed to breathe in storms and exhale peace. You let lesser voices narrate your life until they sounded like truth. They pointed at your scars and called them proof you were unworthy. They never omitted scars or signatures of survival, not labels of shame. 6 seconds, and your spirit shifts like a door unjamming. Somewhere inside you, the child who used to run toward the horizon stands up again. That child knows a secret the adult forgot: obedience is the shortest road to freedom. Listen closely. Obedience is not heavy chains, it is a key. The gate that frightened you opens from the inside. You carry the handle you thought was missing. 5 seconds, and your name is ringing in a room you can't see yet. Angels are moving furniture in your future so there's space for what is coming. The table is being set, and your chair has already been pulled out. You were not abandoned in the desert, you were escorted to the well. Dust has been your language, but water is your inheritance. Drink now, before the sun forgets mercy. 4 seconds, and the storm you feared is actually a doorway. Lightning is not against you. It is a signpost you can see in the dark. Walk toward what scared you, and God is the one calling you forward. You tried to negotiate with delay as if it were a friend. Delay smiled and tightened the knot. A day I could have. 3 seconds, and the light shatters. You are too late. Heaven knows the exact weight of time that fell across your shoulders. Heaven also knows how to lift it. I have seen your private battlefield, the one with a smile painted across it so no one notices the smoke. I came not to judge the smoke but to lead you out of the flames. Your exit is not an apology, it is a decree. 2 seconds, and the ground under your feet decides to be solid. Your mind has been a crowded city where every siren sounds like truth. I silence the false alarms. Only the true call will be allowed to ring. You did not disqualify yourself by falling, you qualified yourself by standing back up. Stand now, and I will steady you. Walk now, and I will widen the path. 1 second, and the next beat of your heart becomes a door hinge. It swings open with the sound of surrender. Step through before the old echo convinces you to turn around. This is the moment that separates rumor from revelation. Rumor says you are finished. Revelation says you are finally beginning. You were never meant to feed your future with the crumbs of yesterday's fear. Your spirit is hungry for what only obedience can cook. Tonight, your yes will taste like sunrise. There is a reason the message arrived with a deadline. When the seed is ready, the soil cannot pretend it is winter. Your season has decided. Plant. I came to cancel the contract you signed with worry. You put your name on pages you thought were required. I bring the fire that frees you from fine print. Look at your hands, still steady despite the shaking world. They will build what your critics cannot imagine. They will carry the answer your family silently prayed for. Your lineage is hungry for healing. Some wore their pain like a last name. You will be the one who introduces joy into the family vocabulary. I will not let you miss what was forged for you in mercy. I will not let you drown in a puddle while calling it a sea. I will teach your eyes the difference between depth and drama. There are 3 doors in front of you: noise, numbness, and knowing. Noise shouts, numbness sleeps, knowing listens. Choose knowing, and the other 2 will starve. If you seek a sign, let your breathing be it. Every inhale is proof you are still invited. Every exhale is proof the invitation is urgent. You do not need a perfect plan to start. You need a right direction, and the willingness to take imperfect steps. Heaven will meet your motu with memedo. Do not barter your promise for the comfort of the present. Comfort is a lovely guest and a poor ruler. Invite it to sit. Do not hand it the crown. I am placing a sword in your language so your words can cut through lies. Speak life into your rooms. And watch how the shadows retreat with their backs to you. Speak purpose into your mornings. And watch how panic forgets your aggress. You will not lose God by listening. You lose peace by resisting. You lose years by rehearsing exits from a life you were meant to enter. Let me talk to your fear directly. I see you. You were useful for a while. A guard dog trained by old pain. Tonight I relieve you of duty. Your heart has waited on a green light that never turns. Obedience is the pedestrian who steps and makes the car stop, walk, and the traffic of excuses will obey. I am not here for the accords. I am here for transformation. The spectacle will pass. The substance remains. Choose substance and your nights will learn to rest. Listen, there is music in the corridor of your future. It sounds like doors unlocking and chains forgetting their names. It sounds like you laughing without bracing for bad news. You asked for proof that heaven still remembers your address. Here it is. This word found you at the exact moment your doubt said it couldn't. Precision is not an accident. It is love being excellent. Old habits will complain as you pack them in boxes. They will weep and call themselves necessary. Smile, thank them for their service, and leave them behind. Do not be surprised when unfamiliar peace feels suspicious. Drama taught you to trust alarms, not quiet. I will teach you how to rest without waiting for the ceiling to fall. Your future is not a prize you must steal from fate, it is a room whose door you were always meant to open. The key has your fingerprints, use it. When you listen, heaven listens back and multiplies your courage. When you move, the map extends beneath your feet. When you decide, destiny stops hiding behind someday. There is a river under your routines. You've been living on the bank, drinking from a cup when you could swim. Tonight, step in, and the current will choose you. Some will not understand your obedience. They will prefer you predictable and afraid. Love them, bless them, but do not negotiate your calling. What you think is a cliff is actually a cloud, soft, bright, and designed to carry. Faith is not a blind jump. It is a hand you can't see yet that has held you the whole time. Reach anyway, the grip will meet your reach. I will turn your closed doors into classrooms. Every no that once humiliated you will tutor your discernment. Every loss will become a lantern. Grief have been faithful, but joy is the appointment. Open the window and let the room learn a new breeze. You can honor what hurt without letting it inherit your tomorrow. Watch what happens when you choose to listen in small ways. The small yes becomes a habit, and the habit becomes a highway. The highway leads straight into answered prayers with your name on them. Your creativity is waking up like a city at sunrise. Ideas will walk your streets in pairs, solutions will knock on your door as if they live there. I am gathering the scattered parts of your purpose. The pieces will recognize each other as kin. Wholeness will not be a rumor. It will be your daily weather. You will not beg for what you can build. You will not chase what is assigned to find you. You will not water deserts that refuse to become gardens. Your mind will learn the weight of silence without fear. You will no longer mistake emptiness for peace. You will learn the language of stillness where instruction is audible. The voice that once bullied you into quitting will sound ridiculous soon. You will hear it and smile because it will not fit you anymore. Growth is a wardrobe change that insecurity cannot tailor. Stand where you are and say yes. Even if your voice trembles, trembling yes still move mountains. Shaking hands still open doors. Your future is crowded with people who need you alive and listened up. You have appointments with relief, with clarity, with redemption. You not miss the by arguing with timing. I will turn your timing into a testimony. What came late will land right on schedule. What seemed delayed will arrive with upgrades. You feared you would lose God if you took one more wrong turn. Hear me. God is not flimsy and your detours are not stronger than His direction. The shepherd does not abandon the sheep for wandering, he calls it closer. Let this be the hour you declare a ceasefire with yourself. No more wars on your worth, no more negotiations with your nightmare. Your history is not your hostage taker. It is your library. Keep the lessons. Close the chapters. I am erasing the counterfeit deadlines that kept you in panic. I am replacing them with holy urgency that leads to action, not burnout. Tonight's countdown is not to terrorize you but to prioritize you. Listen and write what you hear. Listen and walk where you're led. Listen and forgive who you must to stop renting space to poison. You are not a mistake in search of a purpose, you are a purpose that survived mistakes. Aim your life at that sentence and fire. You will stop treating your calling like a favor you have to earn. You will start treating it like breath you are free to take. Breathe now. The air is clean. Your hands will hold what they once only pictured. Your feet will arrive where they once only dreamed. Your voice will speak where it once only rehearsed. Do not decorate cages. Unlock them. The key has always been your yes. I am putting courage in your calendar. Dates that once made you flinch will become anniversaries of faith. You will remember this night by the way your fear lost its vocabulary. The door in front of you does not open by force. It opens by alignment. Line your listening with your moving, line your heart with your instructions. You asked for one more sign before you began. Begin and the signs will multiply. The road is allergic to hesitation but addicted to obedience. If shame taps your shoulder as you go, do not turn around. It will be smaller than you remember, it only grows when you stare. You are allowed to be new. You are allowed to write a sentence that has never been true for you and make it true by living it. Start with this one. I am listening and my life is changing now. The ground under you is becoming kind, it will not trip you when you leap. It will hold you with the memory of your yes. I bless your beginnings and your middles and even the pages that felt like endings, especially those pages. They will be the compass for a harvest so generous you will not have room to hoard it. Your room is different now because you are different now, the same walls but the windows are bigger. The same ceiling but the sky moved closer. Walk forward without apology, the ones meant to walk with you will recognize your stride. The ones not meant to will find other roads. Tonight is not about impressing heaven with performance, it is about embracing heaven's instruction. Performance exhausts. Instruction elevates. Let your tears, if they come, be not of fear but of release. Let your laughter, if it rises, be not of denial but of deliverance. Let your silence, if it holds, be not of emptiness but of listening. You will wake tomorrow and feel a subtraction, the weight of old dread missing. You will check your pockets for that familiar stone. It will not be there, you traded it for a compass. Do not ask the mirror to define you. Ask your mission, the mirror can only reflect. Mission reveals. You will discover that the path you feared was actually a bridge. Below it were the waters of what-ifs waiting to pull you under. Above it is the breeze of already done. When you feel unprepared, remember this: obedience outruns expertise. You can learn the tools on the way. You cannot manufacture the calling. I am surrounding your name with unexpected favor. Doors you didn't knock on will open because mercy spoke your name through them. Walk in as if you belong because you do. Your enemies will tire before you do. Not because you hate them but because you refuse to feed them. Starve them with your focus. Forgiveness will taste strange at first, like medicine. Then it will taste like water on a hot day. Then it will taste like hair, and you will wonder how you ever lived without it. Let gratitude stretch your lungs until worry cannot fit. Let gratitude turn routine into revelation. Let gratitude make you fluent in joy. There will be a moment soon when you feel the urge to return to familiar pain. Familiar is not the same as safe. Choose the future over nostalgia's trap. This message will echo when you reach for old chains. It will hum like a life-saving refrain. Listen now. Live now. Move now. The chains will loosen because they don't fit the you that answered. The world will keep shouting deadlines. You will keep choosing divine timing, and somehow, everything necessary will arrive with a softness that surprises you. You have 10 seconds, but you also have a lifetime. The 10 seconds are for deciding, a lifetime is for becoming. I mark the doorway with protection as you cross. Confusion cannot follow, accusation cannot speak. Fear cannot sit. Only purpose, peace, and pavilion are allowed in the vehicle of your days. If you could hear what heaven says when your name is mentioned, you would never again envy anyone. The chorus is specific. The delight unmistakable, you are not generic to God. This is your release from performing small. This is your invitation to embody the answer you've been begging for. This is your moment. Treat it accordingly. Take one step, call who you must. Start what you must. Close what you must. The second step will appear when your foot leaves the ground. The third will arrive laughing as if it knew you would finally come. When you listen, you will not lose God, you will find the God you thought you lost in the noise. You will realize he was never missing, only muffled. Tonight, the volume of love is turned all the way up. Go now with eyes that trust what they are hearing. Go now with hands that refuse to be idle. Go now with a heart that knows obedience is the most romantic word heaven ever wrote to earth. The countdown ends, but the calling begins. The video closes, but the voice continues. Keep your yes on repeat, and when this message is finished, let your life keep speaking it. Let your calendar prove it. Let your choices write it in places your voice never reaches. If anyone asks what changed you, tell them the truth without ceremony. Say, I listen. Say, I answer. Say, I am new. Now step. Now breathe. Now become. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $1.20. Archangel Mitchell says, I am still here because your yes unlocked a longer road. A message did not end, it unfolded. It is stretching over your hours like a shield made of sunrise. You chose to listen and haven't noticed how quickly the atmosphere adjusted, the air softened and the pressure released its grip on your chest. You are not imagining it. What you feel is the weight of rescue lifting. When courage arrives, it seldom knocks. Sometimes it simply moves in. You will find it in your shoes, urging you to step. You will hear it in your breathing, steadying what used to stutter. There is a room in your future called completion. This door used to frighten you because you were taught to expect abandonment. Tonight, the hinges are oiled with assurance, and the door knows your name. You used to wear emergency like a jacket. You slept with your shoes on, expecting sirens at any minute. I am teaching your nights to trust the hush. Peace is not the absence of sound. It is the authority over it. Let peace be the conductor, and let your thoughts learn to play in tune. The cacophony will turn into clarity in your hands. I have not come to ask you to earn what is already paid for. I have come to remind you to receive what is already sent. Receiving isn't weakness. It is wisdom dressed as humility. You are not behind schedule. You are right on time for your assignment. Blay tried to trick you with loud clocks and guilt-soaked calendars. I'm rewriting your timeline with Bercy's ink. There is no competition in calling. What is yours is not on anyone else's plate. Sit down, bless your portion, and eat without scanning another table. I saw how perfectionism disguised itself as preparation. It convinced you to keep rehearsing a life you were supposed to live. Tonight, rehearsal ends and the curtain rises. Let your first steps be small but sincere. Let your voice be soft but sure. Heaven multiplies sincerity and amplifies surety. The enemy of your soul will attempt to bait you into old battles. It will wave familiar weapons and whisper old insults, answer with unavailability and keep walking. Not every imitation deserves an RSVP. Some doors open to empty rooms meant to waste your time. I will coach your discernment until you can hear hollowness from the hallway. You will begin to notice the difference between urgent and essential. Urgent is loud, essential is luminous. Choose light over noise and watch the path appear. The people meant for your next chapter are not allergic to your growth. They will clap when you stretch and bless your expansion. The rest will exit quietly or loudly. Either way, let them go. Gratitude will be your daily practice, not as performance but as posture. It will lift your chin and steady your steps. It will turn ordinary moments into evidence. Honor your body like a temple under renovation. You are rebuilding after storms. Rest is part of obedience. It is not a luxury but an instruction. You will learn to bless endings instead of fearing them. Some doors must close so the hallway can echo with your new direction. Trust the echo, it is the sound of alignment. I am giving you 3 anchors. Presence, purpose, and practice. Presence keeps you here, purpose points you forward, and practice builds the bridge between the two. Tie your days to these and drift no more. The shame that tried to make a home in your chest is packing its bags, it cannot keep the lease. The landlord is love. When love moves in, shame loses its vocabulary. Your creativity is not a hobby. It is a doorway for others to walk through. Build what you wish existed when you were hurting. Offer it like bread to those still hungry. You will be tempted to downplay breakthroughs so no one thinks you bragging. Don't. Celebrate with humility and let your joy be a map for the weary. I am teaching you to treat your boundaries as blessings, not apologies. Offense does not hate the field, it protects the harvest. Guard what is growing. Let your morning start with a sentence that sets the temperature. Speak life into the day before the day speaks back. Command kindness over your schedule. Forgiveness will accelerate you like wind in the sails, not because what happened was okay, but because your future is. Lay down that anchor and feel the boat leap forward. You will find that obedience simplifies complexity. It tells you the next right thing when 10 options shout at once. It removes the glitter from distractions. I have hidden mentors in your path, ordinary people with extraordinary wisdom. Their words will feel like water you didn't know you needed. Grit deeply. Then keep walking. Some days will feel like whispers. Others will feel like brass bands. Woe they're holy, do not despise the quiet where deep work happens. You will start noticing patterns that once went unchallenged. The way you rushed when unsure, the way you over-explained when you were already enough. Notice and correct without punishing yourself. That is mastery in motion. In rooms where you once shrank, you will now stand. Not as an apology, but as an answer. Your presence will begin to solve problems by simply being properly placed. Remember, the weight of your calling is balanced by the yoke of grace. It fits even when it feels new. Walk a while and the form will become familiar. You feared your tenderness made you weak. I say your tenderness is how heaven handles heavy things through you. Beep it, it is a tool, not a liability. There will be months where your prayer sounds like thank you and nothing else. That is enough. Gratitude is a script prayer never finishes. When the old ache visits, acknowledge it and offer it a seat facing the exit. Let it tell its story, then let it leave. Healing is hospitable, but not hostage-taking. Do not wait for full confidence to do what is clear. Clarity outruns confidence every time. Motion will tutor your courage until courage can drive. Your vocabulary is changing. You will speak from wholeness, not hunger. You will bless from overflow, not obligation. I will return to the scene of your greatest regret and plant a garden there. The memory will not disappear, but it will look different surrounded by bloom. You will learn to smile at what once swallowed you. You will discern between voices by their fruit, peace, clarity, steadiness. If a voice forces you into panic, it is not me. My urgency never humiliates, it heals. You ask for confirmation. Then another, then another. Here is a better deal, ask for companionship. Walk with me long enough and your need for constant signs will become trust. Here is a sweetness ahead that will not be loud enough to trend, it will be quiet enough to last. Choose what lasts. The bitterness you swallowed to survive does not suit the banquet ahead, spit it out. There is honey on the table, and it was poured for you. I am sealing cracks where your hope kept leaking. The patch is made of promise and patience working together. Let it cure, do not pick at it with worry. If you stumble, make it part of the dance. Grace knows how to keep rhythm with imperfect feet. Keep moving. Udi loves momentum. You will find a new relationship with time. Instead of chasing hours, you will cultivate them. They will bear fruit because you planted intention in them. Sublicity will unburden your altar. Let some offerings be small and faithful rather than grand and rare. Faithfulness feeds the fire better than spectacle. I am releasing you from the myth of ready. Ready is often a disguise worn by fear to keep you studying the door. Turn the handle, the room will teach you what the hallway never could. As your steps lead you into broader places, humility will be your compass. It keeps you near the ground where miracles sprout. Stay low enough to see the roots. Your laughter will sound different soon. Freer, rounder, less rehearsed. It will find you at kitchen sinks and in long lines. Let it out. It disinfects the day. You will be trusted with secrets that are really seeds. Sow them through service. The field will answer with harvests that bear your fingerprint. The temptation to compare will still knock, but now you know comparison is a thief with polite manners. Decline its visit and return to your assignment. When the road splits, take the path that protects your peace. Loneliness is sometimes the hallway to alignment. Do not confuse it with abandonment. It's simply quiet enough to hear directions. You will stop auditioning for rooms that don't value authenticity. You will build tables for honest conversations and call it community. People will gather because truth feels like oxygen. Your prayers will move from begging to building. You will partner rather than plead. Heaven loves the sound of your hammer. Treat every small victory like a rehearsal for gratitude. Clap for yourself in a mirror if you must. Honor the inches, they become miles when blessed. I will teach you to leave places with blessing, even when they broke you. Leave light behind you, it makes return impossible and healing inevitable. There are names you need to release and names you need to remember. Otto Wheatwit, let memory be curated, not chaotic. Your dream will stop being a screensaver and become a schedule. It will show up as phone calls, calendars, checklists. Welcome the practical. It is holy. You will look back at this night as the hinge on which your story swung. You will say, that was when I became unafraid to listen. And those who love you will nod because they watched courage stand up inside you. Angels are arranging encounters you did not apply for. Conversations will carry clarity like lanterns through your fog. Pay attention. Answers seldom shout. Let generosity be your strategy. Give time, attention, and kindness like someone who discovered a well in a drought. You cannot outgive the river that runs through you. You will learn to bless your past selves, the ones who coped, hid, and hustled for approval. Thank them and retire them. Your healed self has the wheel now. There is a new sound coming from your home. Relief. Doors that once slammed will sigh closed. Windows will welcome the wind without rattling. When criticism arrives, sift it. Keep the wisdom, discard the venom, and refuse the curse. Your heart is not a landfill. I am placing a gentle stubbornness in you for good things. Persist with softness. Let patience be your protest against a hurried world. You are not chasing destiny. You are meeting it at a predetermined quarter. Look for the street signs named faithfulness and focus. That intersection is closer than you think. Your integrity will become inconvenient for some. Let it. Integrity is the friend that walks you home safely every night. I will give you phrases to replace panic. I am guided. I am held. I am equipped. Repeat them until they sound normal to your nerves. If fear insists on traveling, give it a back seat and no map. It can watch, but it cannot drive. You will arrive anyway. There will be miracles so woven into your day that only gratitude will catch them. Say thank you in real time. Heaven loves a quick witness. Your sleep will become a sanctuary. Dreams will tutor you gently. You will wake with sentences that solve problems you carried into the night. Prepare a small altar of consistency. Daily reading, quiet minutes. A simple journal. Consistency is how sparks become steady flames. Protect that fire. When a door you wanted stays closed, bless it for telling the truth early. Then pivot with dignity. Detours often end at better doors. I will show you the difference between hustle and harvest. Hustle empties, harvest fills. Choose the field that feeds you back. Your story will stop apologizing for itself. It will stand, shoulders back, and serve others with what it learned in the dark. This is your ministry. No microphone required. You feared that listening would make you lose control. In truth, listening frees you from a control you never had. It returns you to partnership. I am weaving together prayers you forgot you prayed. They did not expire. They were planted deep to bloom when the climate was kind. You will notice how often joy volunteers to help pain, letting. Joy is not disrespectful to sorrow. It is medicine that remembers your name. Make room. Clear a shelf. Schedule an hour, open a new page. This is my substance. Your future needs somewhere to sit. If old temptations try one more encore, let your silence be the curtain drop. Not every battle needs noise. Some victories are quiet. I bless you with holy stubbornness, soft eyes, and a steady hand. I bless your phone with good news and your inbox with open doors. I bless your steps with traction. Do not be surprised when you become the calm in someone else's storm. You were trained by weather. Share your umbrella, watch for the green lights. Ease. Alignment, timely confirmations. Watch for the red flags. Rush, disdain. Confusion. Obey the signals, they are for your safety. You will eat at a table you set with discipline and decorated with delight. Both matter, nourishment and beauty belong together. Let your legacy be the way you love it, not just the things you build. Buildings crumble, blessings travel. Send them ahead. If loneliness whistles through a room, fill it with service. The echo will turn into a choir. Connection follows contribution. Your obedience will teach your fears new math, they will learn to subtract themselves. You will learn to add peace. Stand now and feel the floor agree with you, the house of your life is aligning. The beams are blessed. The roof is right, the foundation remembers rock. Ignite with a compound. Tomorrow is the construction, you know what to do because you listen. Keep listening and you'll know what to do next. When the video ends, the voice remains, it will meet you in your morning and whisper where to aim your hours. Aim well. You are an arrow worth shooting, the bill of goal and go it going. Carry this word like fire you won't let die. Let it light others without burning you out, and when you reach the next bend, remember how this night felt the clean air. The widened chest. The holy hush, remember and repeat. This is how you keep the line open. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $1.20. Archangel Mitchell says, I am not done writing courage into your bones. The ink is still wet on the page of this night. Let your heart keep turning the pages with steady hands, you are stepping into a rhythm where obedience feels like oxygen. The breath of it makes old panic cough and leave. Keep breathing until peace becomes the habit that holds you together. I have placed a lamp at your feet, not a spotlight on the horizon. The lamp is enough because the path is alive and will reveal itself in portions. Walk the portion you can see and trust the portions you cannot. You once feared that listening would cost you everything familiar. What you did not know is that listening returns everything essential. Familiar is small, essential is eternal. The room where your destiny convenes is already reserving your seat. Your name tag sits on the table like a smiling secret. Walk in with humility and sit where love assigned you. Some relationships will loosen without warning. It is not punishment. It is pruning. Pruning is not the end of a branch but the promise of fruit. Your calendar will stop bullying your soul, you will shape time with purpose rather than chase it with panic. Hours will behave when you treat them like gifts and not fugitives. I am giving you a simple sentence for hard days, say it over your life until it sounds normal to your nerves. Say I am guided and I will not be late to what is mine. Let your home become a rehearsal space for peace, put tenderness on the countertops and gentleness in the hallways. Make every doorway a threshold where stress must bow. Your finances will learn the language of stewardship. Money will stop managing you because vision will begin managing it. Vision always speaks with a wiser accent. I am not asking you to outrun your story. I am inviting you to walk beside it and bless it into meaning. When you bless a scar, it becomes a lantern for someone still walking in the dark. You will no longer confuse urgency with importance. Importance is quiet and consistent. It builds cathedrals while urgency burns matches. Keep your boundaries soft at the edges and firm at the posts. Softness allows kindness to pass. Firmness keeps chaos outside. This is how gardens thrive. You will not apologize for becoming stable. Stability is not stubbornness. It is alignment, choosing to stand tall, be the steady one in rooms addicted to storms. Your work will taste different when done from rest. Rest is not an activity, it is inner agreement. Agreement with heaven multiplies the value of ordinary effort. I will give you the right words at the right time. The sentences will arrive like birds landing in your palms. Speak them with care and let them take flight again. Old triggers will attempt new tricks. Smile when they knock and point to the sign that says no vacancies. Your mind is under new management. You will bless your body for surviving you. It carried what your heart could not name and your mind could not map. Thank it with sleep, water, and decisions that do not bruise it anymore. I am turning your private integrity into public influence. People will trust you because your quiet choices were honest when no one was clapping. Influence that grows from truth does not rot. Keep a small corner sacred each day. Let it be a chair, a journal, a window, a whispered sentence. Consistency is the most elegant miracle in a noisy world. When help arrives, welcome it without suspicion. Pride wears the mask of independence and calls it strength. Humility recognizes rescue and opens the door. You will hear new laughter in your house. It will not ask permission to belong. It will take up residence because joy knows when a room is safe. I am rebuilding your relationship with silence. Silence will no longer accuse you. It will tutor you. In the hush, instruction becomes audible. Your gift is not a performance trick. It is an assignment tool. Use it to lift, to heal, to build. The applause that matters is the relief on someone's face. You will learn to measure progress in inches and honor each one. Inches become miles when blessed. Bless them daily and the miles will surprise you. Your heart will not sprint after those who choose distance. Let distance be honest. You cannot usher someone into your present if their peace lives in your past. There is a new discipline on your tongue. Words that once wandered now walk with purpose. They plant seeds instead of throwing stones. I am setting you free from the craving to be understood by everyone. Let misunderstanding pass without a courtroom in your head. Peace is better than a perfect defense. Do your work like a gardener, not a gambler. Lent, water, weed, and wait. Chances loud, but seasons are faithful. You will develop a friendship with quiet mornings. The dawn will hand you clarity before the world hands you noise. Hold on to that clarity as a compass. Not every pain is an enemy. Some pains are midwives delivering a larger life. Breathe through them and hold the newborn with gratitude. The door called consistency looks plain from the outside. Inside it are treasures disguised as routines. Open it daily and watch abundance stretch its limbs. Your future children, or the people who will call you mentor, are watching this hour with hope. They will trace their own courage back to your yes. Make that yes a landmark. The old narrative said survival is the goal. The new narrative says wholeness is the floor and contribution is the ceiling. Build rooms above it for others to live in. You will stop renting your mind to worry. Worry is a terrible tenant who never pays and always damages the property. Evict it with rehearsed truth. I am giving you friendships that feel like shade after long sun. Sit in them and remember you are not a machine. Humans heal best when seen gently. Your patience will become strategic rather than passive. It will hold the line for what you know is right. Strategy is patience that knows the plan. Do not decorate your distractions. Dismiss them. If it does not serve the assignment, it cannot stay. This is not cruelty. It is stewardship. The hallway of waiting will not echo forever. Doors will open in sequence like notes in a song. Keep walking to hear the full melody. When the invitation to bitterness arrives with confetti, decline it. Celebration does not mean poison is sweet. Let your palate be loyal to truth. Your prayers will become less pleading and more partnering. You will start meetings with gratitude and end them with action. Heaven likes a coworker more than a spectator. I am aligning opportunities with your maturity. What arrives will match your readiness. You will notice that the weight of it fits your hands. You will not perform exhaustion as virtue. Fatigue is a signal, not a trophy. Rest before you break and call it obedience. When anger rises, set it to work building boundaries instead of burning bridges. Anger didn't carry bricks when guided. Teach it to serve the kingdom within you. Your story will travel to rooms you never enter. People will be strengthened by the way you turn pain into policy, grief into guidance, and fear into focus. This is how testimonies multiply. Keep your promises to yourself with the same zeal you keep them for others. Self-trust is the currency of sustained transformation. Save it, spend it wisely, and invest it daily. You will find music in ordinary chores. Dishes will sound like devotion and sweeping like sanctuary. Holiness enjoys the simple. I am training your eyes to spot the difference between good and best. Good drains slowly. Best replenishes quietly. Choose replenishment over reputation. Let gratitude interrupt your reactions. Name 3 gifts before you name the problem. Problems shrink when gratitude shares the sentence. Your work will grow roots deeper than your visibility. Rooted work survives weathered. Fame is a forecast. Your roots are a climate. Do not audition your calling for approval. You were already cast by a higher vote. Step on stage and serve the story. You will write new endings for old memories. The scene stays the same but the meaning changes. Mercy is the editor who never misses a deadline. I am teaching you to steward breakthroughs, not just receive them. Stewardship turns moments into momentum. Momentum turns a testimony into a trail. Your sleep will begin to mend what your waking hours cannot reach. Dreams will deliver gentle instruction wrapped in symbols you somehow understand. Wake and write before the noise steals the ink. The fear of starting will loosen its grip when you start anyway. Action is a solvent that dissolves hesitation. Do the next kind thing and call it progress. You will see how sacrifice is actually investment with a different calendar. What you release today meets you later wearing interest. Generosity understands compound returns. Let your devices serve your destiny instead of stealing it. Curate your inputs like a gatekeeper who loves the house. Attention is holy. Spend it where harvest grows. I am giving you a new way to measure success. Ask if teas increased, if purpose clarifying, if people are loving. If the answer is yes, celebrate. When shame tries to rehearse old lines, hand it a new script titled Forgiven and Focused. Read it aloud until your chest believes you. Truth needs a voice and you are available. Your courage will scale. First it will lift spoons, then stones, then gates. Do not despise small strength, it is how giants are trained. There is a kindness in you that deserves protection. Do not hand it to every loud hand, place it where stewardship wraps it like wool. You will learn to pause before responding, to breathe before deciding, to bless before correcting. Pauses keep promises safe, breaths keep yeomen gentle. I am restoring your sense of wonder. Wonder brings color back to a grayscale life. Let all make you teachable again. You will build rhythms that honor both solitude and community. Solitude is where you listen, community is where you live it out. Balance turns wisdom into culture. Let love be specific, say the names, fold the clothes, write the notes, cook the meals. Specific love repairs general harm. Your future does not fear your past, it knows how to compost it. Fertile ground is just yesterday's refuse learning resurrection. I have set joy ahead like a mile marker. When you reach it, take a picture with your memory and keep running. Joy is not a finish line. He is a friend along the route. You will stop explaining away miracles that arrive quietly. Small miracles are not shy. They are strategic, they build trust for the big ones. When the world demands speed, offer accuracy. When the crowd demands noise, offer clarity. These are currency that keep value. I will place elders in your path whose eyes are oceans. Listen, Mom, they will hand you sentences that save you years. Your tears will not be wasted. They will water the ground where your answers grow. Some fields only flourish when honesty reigns. Do not let sarcasm become your shield. Shields block arrows but also block rain. Trade it for discernment and you will still be safe and finally refreshed. You will create small altars of remembrance in your home. Notes on the fridge, stones in a jar, dates written behind frames. Memory behaves when given a museum. I am calling your courage to be quiet and durable. In a world that confuses loud with strong, you will be a contradiction. People will lean toward your steadiness like plants toward a window. Your yes from tonight keeps paying dividends when you sleep. Momentum works the night shift, wake to interest added. Let delight be your teacher for a season. Learn what makes your soul feel oxygen, then assign more of it to your schedule without apology. Your capacity will expand without spectacle. One day you will lift what you use to flatten you, smile at the evidence and keep going. I will teach you to leave rooms with blessing even when they misread you. Blessing is a way of traveling light, it keeps your hands free for what is next. There will be moments when loneliness visits like weather. Wear a jacket called purpose and keep walking. Weather changes, callings continue. You will learn the art of saying no without explanation. No is a complete sentence that protects sacred yes. Speak it kindly and firmly. Your inner critic will retire early. Throw a quiet party and invite no one but gratitude. Let gratitude give the speech. I'm placing rest stops on your road. Refuse to feel guilty for using them. Endurance without rest is erosion. You will stop waiting for permission slips from people who do not steward their own peace. Your permission was signed on the day you listened. Stamp it daily with action. Let excellence be devotion rather than obsession. Devotion is love expressed through care. Obsession is fear dressed in focus. Your home will hum with a new order. Clutter will leave because clarity move in. Make room and watch the mood of your rooms change. You will remember this season as the one where you stopped being allergic to good things. Every blessing will no longer feel suspicious. You will learn how to receive without rehearsing loss. I will keep walking with you as long as you keep listening. This is a covenant of direction and delight. The map is alive and it loves you. Now continue as you began, steady, simple, sincere. Let your days stack like stones into an altar the world can see, and when others ask where your strength came from, point to the night you listened and the life that followed.